In this business, speed is everything, not just for delivering food to customers, but also when making business moves. Chinese company Didi, known in Brazil as 99 and already a key player in the ride-hailing market, committed nearly $380 million to relaunch its food delivery service in Brazil. The announcement came during a September meeting between Brazil's President Luiz Inácio Lula da Silva and Didi's global CEO, Will Chang. Currently, local startup iFood dominates more than 80% of the food delivery market. Chinese delivery giant Meituan has also signaled plans to invest in Brazil, but hasn't hit the streets yet. Didi says it wants to use its upper hand and experience here to develop a base for growth across Latin America.
The strategy for Didi for the next years is to become the super app in Latam. And to become a super app, we need to have essential services. We already have mobility, we already have fintech, and food delivery is an essential step for us to become a super app in Brazil and then super app in the Latin market as a whole.
This fight for market share shows the kind of appetite Chinese companies have for Brazil. The country was the third biggest recipient of Chinese investment in the world in 2024, behind only the UK and Hungary. A report by the Brazil-China Business Council puts the total that year at nearly $4.2 billion, an amount more than double what it was the year before. The electric vehicle industry is perhaps the most visible of China's recent investments. The EV market here in Brazil is growing fast and attracting a lot of attention. Chinese automakers BYD and GWM have just opened plants in Brazil, betting not only on the country's market, but also on expansion throughout South America.
We established our operation in Brazil as the main country for Latin America. Brazil has a strong automotive industry, so Brazil has a local base, suppliers, production, also competitors, so it's a very important strategic market in terms of production.
And the arrival of big players has created an environment attracting smaller Chinese businesses too.
Eu sou muito procurado por empresa média chinesa hoje.
Medium-sized Chinese companies are approaching us more and more. This didn't happen just a couple of years ago. Some are linked to bigger groups already here, others looking at Brazil directly as a new opportunity.
Chinese companies are widening their presence in Brazil, and hopes here are that this trend will continue as the two countries build closer economic and political ties. Paulo Cabral, CGTN, São Paulo.